Alright guys, before we get into the video, let's talk about futtrading.co.uk. Every single method you see in my videos can be found over on the website with buying and selling prices for almost every single card on the game. £10 a month gets you access to tier 1 buying prices. That's icons, special cards, silvers and Thursday flips. For £15 a month, you get access to tier 2. That gives you live filters, gold chem styles, UCL cards, and our amazing area of fluctuations where the market is continually monitored for highs and lows. You guys are then notified when to buy low and buy and sell high, basically. A really easy way to make coins. We've recently introduced a tier 3 thanks to you guys asking for us to develop a bot. Basically, we came up with a program and what it does is it pings you every single minute pretty much. I think it's every 3 minutes. You will get pings telling you when cards are low and what to sell those cards for. I'm going to show you an example of that now. I'll be right back. Alright guys, and this is the area of the Discord for tier 3 users. As you can see, it is pinging you guys with the current price of these cards and the live target sell price. You have to cross-reference that with what the sell price has been recently and use some of your own market knowledge, but this runs 24 hours a day to make sure you guys are getting continual deals that you can keep making coins from the legitimate way. A new ping's just come up right there for new cards that you can go out right now, buy and sell. So check it out, get involved, futtrading.co.uk. But for now, let's get into the video. Yo, what is up guys? Welcome back to a new video with me, Fuzzball40. As always, if you're new around here, make sure you subscribe down below and make sure your notifications are turned on so you never miss an upload. Don't forget to check out the Road to Glory every single morning. The team we've got there is ridiculous now, bearing in mind it's just over a week old. And yesterday we packed 5 La Liga tots from picks and other packs. So make sure you check it out. Some unbelievable pack luck over there. And that team's starting to look very, very, very strong. But this is a brand new episode of Trading to R9 Moments, and we are well over the 5 million coin mark. Doesn't look like that, but I'll explain why in a second. But if you guys had listened to what I said to you yesterday, in terms of rash investing at 6 PM, you would have made absolute bank. So on the Road to Glory, I made about 100 and something K in the space of about 5 minutes. Because with Icon Swaps yesterday, we got ourselves the objectives for silvers, and it was Eredivisie, which I said to you guys yesterday, it may well be. Now, it's not too late to make coins from these cards. Simplistically, you can still buy them to flip, so getting up like a filter, for example, I'll go basic usually is the best one to go for here, but anything does sell. The goalkeepers are selling as well. And you can basically have a look here and flick through and see what's selling and what isn't selling, and buy those basically. And now this is going to last for a few days. This hype is going to last for way longer than just today. So we're also likely to get some silver supply throughout this week. When we get silver supply, the price of these cards will come down dramatically. And it will bounce back. It won't bounce back quite to this level, but it will bounce. So that's sometimes you can do it. But importantly, just go and bid. I've seen Dennis Foot this morning managed to get a UCL card, a UCL Portuguese card for I think like 1,200 coins that's selling for near 10k. But bidding, there's still way more option for you guys to bid just by going across these guys here. It's the same thing for silver Portuguese players, but there is a way. Shout out to Futtrading. I'm going to shout him out in this video and I'm going to shout him out in my Road to Glory. I'll leave his link down below. It's named Futtrading. He put a tweet out yesterday that you can do Tots Carvalho, Tots Souza, and the silver Portuguese and silver and the silver and Portuguese squad battle tokens. So 2 squad battle tokens and 2 Tots in 10 games. So shout out to him. But Super League Portuguese silvers have risen and UCL silvers have risen for that. UCL Portuguese players have risen as well. So lower end trade with that. But today we're all about icons and I'm going to show you transfer pile. But this is where we're looking at the moment. We bought into some yesterday. So Larson, Rui Costa, all these guys here with the silvers that we're selling off bit by bit to clear out for what we've got. So we're going to clear all that stuff off there. And then we've now still got these guys selling. Now, you'll still say that's not 5 million coins. But the reason for that is I've gone out this morning and bought 2 Moments Owens. Because as I said to you yesterday, the icon market has been hit very, very hard. Now, I picked up these 2 Owens at 425 and 429, which are very, very good deals on this card. I envisage him getting back to about 480-ish, maybe slightly higher than that for solid profit on him. However, like I always tell you, firstly for a website sub, it's all there for you. We've got the buy prices and sell prices. You can't lose on them. If you're not, Market Index, Futbin is your best friend. So let's head over to Futbin. I'm going to show you what the Market Index is saying right now. Lots of coins to be made at all budgets. I'll be right back. Alright guys, so as always, Market Index. The market's starting to move fast and this is hella important right now. The market in icons yesterday got absolutely hammered. It's some of the biggest hammering I've ever seen in my life from them. And as you can see, a lot of these cars down 19%, down 15%. Always has to be taken with a pinch of salt. But right now, if you've never traded icons before, right now is the time to start looking at them. Because genuinely, they are down. A lot of them are down. And we'll start by talking about Marcel Desailly, where he is here. Let's get him up. Because right now, as we talk, I'm bidding on one on the market. Some guy's trying to bid me out for 200 into 205. I'm very tempted to buy the 205 just because, you know what, I saw him. I'm buying it. You want to try and bid me up, it's fine. So look at Marcel Desailly. So there's a 205 here, which is the one that I've just seen. Now I'm going to show you market sales index on him. There you go. He's been selling for 232, 220, 225, 220. Even with the dip this morning, he's still been selling for that amount. He's still been going for that amount there. And it's so easy to make coins because all you are doing is going onto this and going, okay, cool. What have they sold for? What are they selling for? The lower end stuff hasn't really taken the hit at the moment that we would expect it to take. But that doesn't mean it's not taking a hit. But Marcel Desailly there. So I now know that Desailly has been hit. So he's a French CDM, he's been hit. So what I then want to go and do maybe is have a little look and see other players. So I might take a look at Petit and see what he's done. So we'll go to his moments to start off with. And we'll do market sales history on his moments. And so 495, 450, 469, 485. He's still been selling for 443. So last night was quite low, started bouncing back. So at the moment, it tells me there's a 498 Petit on the market. But I'll go onto the game and I'll have a little look. So that's the Desailly we just bought. So we paid 205 from this. There's a 207 there, which is also not a bad deal either. It's genuinely not a bad deal, but you know what, I'm going to buy it. We'll buy that one as well. We'll stick them both up there for now. Both those can go up there. And again, so I'll go have a little look at Petit, and I'll see what he's doing for his moments card initially. So we'll go Petit, and we'll see what this card's doing. So we're at 530, 498. So again, because of what has happened with him, I'm going to add him to my transfer targets. Now, I will show you in a second what my transfer targets are looking like. I'm now going to look at his prime card and see what his prime's selling for. So his prime's down at 235 at the moment, according to Footbin. But he's sold for 210, 212, 219. There's been a 249, but that's an exception to this of what he's been selling for. And again, I look at Petit. It's a 235 there. So I'm going to add this 235 to my transfer targets and see if he sells or not, which I don't think he will. Add this 242. And I'm going to keep an eye on these cards as they come down and the market on them drops all day. Now, mid Petit. Let's have a little look at him. So there's a 150, a 145. So again, I'll get up. Let me just get rid of the old ones. Mid Petit, and I'll have a little look at him and see what he's been selling for. So Mid Petit now, since the cheapest on the market was 149, so we've got 145, which is an undercut, 140. He's been selling, if I show you now, anywhere between 135 and 160. Now again, 160 is a little bit of an anomaly there, but we know 145 and 149 are achievable on this card now. So we've got a rough idea of it. Now, does that mean I want to buy him at like 139 to make like 3k profit? No. But people will underlist today because people are scared and people are panicking and they're selling stuff off. And this panic only really lasts for today. Tomorrow it starts to sort of settle and then it bounces back into Thursday. But the market will always rise overnight. It's important that you know that. But Owen was the one that I want to show you. I know Owen. I trade with him. And again, 429s or 415s. But if you see, he's had a sell of 454 this morning. He had a sell yesterday after Icon Swaps came out of 480. Another one at 489. This card will have bounce back. There's two reasons for this. We've had Premier League tots. People want to link him into Premier League tots. We've got no real alternative English striker options for him that are that cheap, realistically. And he's simplistically an icon. So now if you've done the last two weekend leagues, and you're going to try and link a Premier League player across to a La Liga player, someone like Owen is what you might do, because he did bounce last weekend. This card, I sold it for 550 last weekend league. There is no reason he holds this low. In my opinion, he will bounce back. I'm punting on that, but it's relatively safe. I can't lie, it's relatively safe. But again, I can then go from Owen, I can look at his other card types. I can also go then and look at, I don't know, other strikers, other positions like that. But where I do like the market right now, and bit by bit, I'm going to keep an eye on it today, is you've got to think about what's coming on the game. And one of the big things coming on the game in the next day or two is picks from Weekend League. Now, people are going to want to link up players from that team, so from La Liga, and Spanish icons are going to do that quite well. Argentinians potentially into Messi, but Spanish icons I think are the ones that could do quite well. Now, if we have a little look at Torres, he's been selling for 1.18. We've got 1.2 on him, a 1.17. Again, what I want to then go and do is look at the market, because I'm interested in these cards specifically because I think they link relatively well. Now, you've got the Raul Moments cards. You have to be a little bit careful with that. But again, we can have a little look, 1.2 there, 1.17 there. So again, I'm going to keep an eye on the 1.17 just to see if it sells or not and give myself a rough idea of what he's selling for. That allows me to monitor the market on him. And again, I'll then go look at his prime card. I'm going to have a little look at what his prime card is selling for at the moment. So we just go back to Torres. Where is he? Who is this? This is Desailly. Let's get Torres up. It's got so many tabs up. There we go. This is prime. So there's a 450 there. It's been there for a few minutes. There's a 480. That 450 is quite a hefty undercut. He sold for 470, 460, 450, 470. He's had a 490. He had a 438. And before icon swaps yesterday, 499, 500 was really the marker on him. So his 450 isn't a bad deal. It's genuinely not a bad deal. Is it fresh? It's also fresh as well, which helps. It's quite a big undercut. I could punt on this. This is a card that I may look at, but I'm going to hold off for now just to see if there's another undercut. But that is a good deal. There's probably 20k or so in that once it bounces back, but I probably want it a little bit lower. But for showing my transfer targets, this is how you start to learn prices, just by adding them to your transfer targets. And this tells you what they were selling for last night. This is from last night. So best last night at 450. He sold 450 last night. He's now at 420. He's got cards at 420. So I'm going to add him to my transfer targets now at 420, both of these. So I've got 2 of them sat here. So I can look for a big undercut on him at 410, 400 perhaps. There's good profit in that. Now, there's panic in him because of the fact that he's got his prime cards for swaps. It doesn't matter. You can't get his prime card till next month anyway, so what does it matter? Genuinely, he'll bounce back. Desai, again, another one we'll have a look at. 1 million there. Keep an eye on him. He sold for 1.06 last night. Other cards doing similar sort of stuff. Vidic, for example. 127 last night. Now, I checked him this morning. He did sell for 145 this morning. Coman, big miss out this one at 200. He's up at 259 now. You probably could get 240 on him. Relatively easy for a quick sell. Vidic there at 140 sale. Stoichkov, obviously, you've got him in terms of an icon swaps objective. Again, I don't think you can get a Stoichkov till next month, so the panic in him makes no sense whatsoever. But 345, down at the moment, I can check him and see what he's been selling for. And again, we can look at this. So that Petit now, that Prime Petit, just sold for 242. I know that's what he sells for now. I can keep an eye on him. And throughout this whole day, I can just keep an eye on these cards as and when I want to, just to see what they're selling for and just to see what I can pick them up for. And it's very simplistic. It's not hard work. It doesn't take a lot of time. It's just about thinking about what's coming on the game and what's going on the game. So that's where we're at, basically. So in terms of the coin total we're currently at, once everything sells, we're going to be at something in the region of about 5.4 million, 5.5 million. That was in about an hour's work. Genuinely, it took us about an hour to pick up the cards we sold yesterday, and it's been taking about 15 minutes to pick up these cards so far today. I'm going to keep doing that now to look to flip them on and list them up. But that's where your coins are better spent right now. Lower end, you can still work with this. As you can see here, a Litmanen. I don't know what we picked him up for. 70,000 coins yesterday. Looking at about 5k on him, but it's easy profit. He will sell eventually at some point today for 5k profit. At higher end for me, that's perfect. So at lower end, you're probably looking for a bit more profit, but they will pop all day. I can promise you that now. These cards will be listed all day. But that's the end of the video. If you are new around here, as always, make sure you subscribe down below. Make sure your notifications are turned on so you never miss an upload. But for now, I am out. Peace out. I'll speak to you soon.